Okay, Chibits, it's really cold right now. That's why I have this hat on. But anyways, this chapter, man, just straight up, dude. The furies I have right now. The Taizai greatness. Just straight up, the fucking Taizai greatness. The foreshadowing. The fucking foreshadowing. The fucking foreshadowing. Like, oh. Okay. The potential, the setup and the potential in this chapter, and the mindfuck reveals. I'm like, oh shit! Like, Dreyfus was possessed for 10 plus fucking years. The entirety of the 7 deadly sins being framed was set up by Dreyfus being possessed. Fraudrin possessed Dreyfus and used him like a fucking puppet and used Hindi. Shit. And then now it makes so much fucking sense now. It makes so much fucking sense when you had the entire aspect of when you had it to where Galther was inside of Dreyfus, like, you know, in his mind. I remember the scene when we saw Dreyfus crying, okay? He was crying in the, you know, inside his mind. And then when all of a sudden in one panel you had it to where Galther turned around and was like, who are you? And you see this, like, dark aurora. The fucking foreshadowing. It was like in the chapter 70s. I'm like, dude. The foreshadowing. And it even goes farther than that. In the chapter 30s, as I stated a while back about my Fury crafting, there was talk about Dreyfus having a split personality or a different him. Remember Hindi was talking to him about that? And then we see this shit and I'm like, whoa. So, wow. And this doesn't even begin the revelations of this chapter. The true meaning of this chapter. What does this chapter really do? Let's actually think about this for a second, okay? What makes this chapter so damn fucking good? There's a lot of setups. Let me explain why. If you look at the demons, okay, all the different demons that came in, there's 2 demons that stand out. For one, the obvious one is the one that looks very similar to Meliodas and has solid black hair, but has the exact same symbol over his eye that Meliodas has. And that one's easy to see. You can easily pinpoint that demon and say, oh, that one looks exactly like, you know, Meliodas, kind of, since it has the same symbol. Like, that person has, you know, a connection. And then we see, if you look closely when the demons were all shown in this chapter, to the right of the page, on the right side of the panel, you will see like a taller version of Meliodas. A taller fucking version. Now, what's crazy about this? I want you all to actually look something up, okay? Go find Meliodas's, okay, his actual picture. Find Meliodas's, you know, picture, his wanted poster from the beginning of the series, like the first 3 chapters, and then look at this dude. Look at this dude that was shown in this chapter. The similarities. Holy shit. Epic. Fucking epic. Like, dude. And then, not just that, we have other revelations going on in this chapter. For one thing, Meliodas is confirmed to be 3,000 plus years old. Yeah. So, this chapter, man, confirms a lot of things. For one thing, Meliodas knows about these people. He's connected with them. That instantly makes the connection obvious. But then, there's a mysterious voice. And here is the question that we have to wonder from this chapter. Hindi clearly lost his demonic power. We clearly can tell. He lost his demonic power, and he seems to look like he's human now. And the thing is, that's strange about this, he says, like, oh, I recognize that voice. Like, he heard a voice, and he's like, oh, Meliodas? And it was solid black. We couldn't see who said it. We don't know who said it, but I want to make some assumptions and say whoever the tall version that looked like Meliodas in the demons, I'm willing to bet that was the person. I highly doubt it was the person with the same demon symbol. Here's the thing, okay? With that voice, why does Hindi know this person? What connection does Hindi have with this person? Like, when did he see this person? That voice, here's the thing I'm going to guess. I want to theory craft real quick. Is the reason why the voice sounds so familiar to Hindi is because the voice might sound exactly like Meliodas? Think about it. Think about that. Think about that. Maybe that is why Hindi thinks it's so similar. Or he recognizes it, because it sounds like Meliodas. Here's another thing to add on top of that. We have to question a lot of things now. We know for a fact Fraudrin has been inside Dreyfus for 10 years now. And he said he woke up around 10 so years ago. So we have to question this right now. Who woke him up? How did he wake up? How did Fraudrin wake up? When did he really take over Dreyfus's body? Like, oh, will we ever get to find out exactly the events of really what happened? Is Dreyfus officially gone? I mean, we have a lot of questions we have to wonder about right now, because, I mean, this chapter brings up so many different things. Because now, Hindi is technically left powerless. And you have it to where Fraudrin tells Hindi that if he would have used his, like, blood, like his blood form, whatever, I'm guessing it's his form, blood form, he would have been eradicated. But since Hindi was in his ash form, which was very confusing, because this is the first time I've seen these terms, ash and blood, since Hindi was in his ash, or whatever, form or whatever, he just killed his ash form. Like, his entire ash form is dead, it's gone. But his body is fine. But if he would have been in his blood form, he would have been eradicated. In the questionable thing is Hindi was technically in his maximum power state, from what I understand. I mean, let's look at, you know, Hindi's power-ups through the course of when he was, you know, fighting Meliodas, 7 deadly sins, and stuff like that. Hindi went through multiple transformations. I think he had his regular mode, like his regular mode we see now. Then he had the mode where his hair went kind of long, and he kind of got buff and all that. And then you have the mode where he looks like this. So I thought the mode he was in was the strongest, and I'm guessing if you would have been in his blood mode, he would have died. But I don't know, because, I mean, this is what makes me assume that. The magic that eradicated Hindi's ash form was supposedly a Goddess Clan booby trap that was placed on the sill. And if we know the Goddess Clan already, the Goddess Clan counteracts demon blood and stuff like that. So, I'm assuming Hindi's demon form got destroyed. But, like I said, he wasn't in his supposed blood form, so questions. A lot of questions. Now, besides that, one thing, though, with this chapter, what it does, too, is that Fraudrin has been using Hindi since the beginning, along with Dreyfus. He's been manipulating everything. All this dialogue we have seen has been since the beginning. Like, Fraudrin has been manipulating everything. He's kind of like the Aizen so far. But, like I said, I don't feel like Fraudrin is the real main, you know, manipulator. Because someone had to wake up Fraudrin to get inside of Dreyfus. A lot of questions there. Now that I got past that, let's talk about the different aspects. Let's talk about this person that looks very similar to Meliodas. Not the tall version, I'm talking about the one that has black hair and has the same symbol. The one that has the same symbol and has black hair, what's very strange is we can get multiple things from this, okay? For one thing, instantly the symbol is the same. And I looked at all the individual demons that we saw introduced, and I did not see that exact same symbol on anyone. Anyone on there, I did not see any of their symbols. And here's the funny thing, if we actually look closely. Look at the tall version that looks slightly like Meliodas, and he is not showing his face. He is not showing his face at all. Very strange, huh? Very, very fucking strange. Kind of reminds me of what, you know, happened to Fraudrin, remember? The mark on his face, and then the last time we saw Dreyfus, you know, when he was burning into ash because of Hindi melting him, the part of the face where the symbol was covered by smoke. So, I find it very interesting. Is that some subtle foreshadowing? Are you telling me that this person right here that's not revealing their face is actually someone that might have the same symbol as Meliodas in this one dude? And it's not that either. I'm assuming. I'm going to quickly assume. These are my different assumptions. It's kind of obvious, you know, the black one, the black-haired one, is related to Meliodas. It's obvious. Is that the brother of Meliodas? Is that a brother? Because they look oddly similar. Is that the brother? Or is it just, you know, similarities because of art style, and maybe it's because they're part of the same demon clan? And other things, too, we have to think about besides that is the aspect of that taller version. Is that Meliodas' father? Because then it would bust the Balor Fury. It would definitely bust the Balor Fury. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, Nakaba can do odd twists to the, you know, legends and stuff, so we'll have to see. But maybe that taller version of Meliodas is actually Meliodas' older brother. I think in the mythology, doesn't Luge have two other brothers? Or two other siblings? I think he does. Think about that for a second. Doesn't Luge, in the mythology, I remember he had siblings. Didn't he have two siblings? If anyone can confirm this, let me know. I'm actually going to look that up as soon as I finish this review. Because if Luge does have two brothers, this all but confirms my Fury of Balor. A bunch of our Chibits, you know, talking about Balor and stuff, this pretty much confirms it. So, yeah. And the setup with them flying. They're flying to Edinburgh, or I think that's how you pronounce it, Edinburgh. Now, Edinburgh, as, you know, I talked about a while back, when I was talking about, you know, how we would find out the Sin of Pride, and finally get to see his face, Escanor, he is going to be revealed this month. Well, it was already revealed by the writer, the mangaka, Nakaba-sensei, that Escanor will be revealed this month, in the manga. And so, since they're going to Edinburgh, that's where they're going. That was the last time we ever heard anything about the Sin of Pride. I'm willing to bet we're going to get to see the Sin of Pride. We're going to get to see him there for the first time. Probably fought the Demon Clan. And we're going to get to see an introduction of the Sin of Pride's powers against the Demon Clan. Which would be fucking badass. Like, oh, shit. So, I'm kind of hyped up right now. I am really, 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 really hyped up. I gotta see what's going to happen. It's good. It's just going to be fucking badass. So, tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this chapter of Taizai? Came out early. Fucking badass. Was it worth the wait for the 1 week break? Do you feel like my theories are correct? Do you feel like those two people that look oddly similar to Meliodas might be his brothers? And the Balor Fury is becoming more and more possible? Tell me your thoughts. I love y'all so much. You have a wonderful day or not. Wherever you live, please be safe. And Chibi out.